What is up, guys, and welcome to Scorpio season. Actually, at the time I'm filming this, and probably by the time you guys are seeing this, it is not Scorpio season just quite yet. We're about a week and a half away, but give a girl a break. So anyways, welcome to the Scorpio season pick a card reading, aka the November 2019 pick a card reading. So if you're new to this is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, this is pile 4. All the timestamps are down below. If you want to skip to your pile, you want to use your intuition when picking a pile, not just pick with your eye. Basically, yeah, I hope you guys are loving the pick a card readings. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you are enjoying all of the different content that I've been putting out lately. And don't forget to leave me a comment down below and let me know if you resonated with this reading. Let me know if you have any feedback, any ideas. I want to know. I'm a nosy bitch, so don't feel bad. Leave me a comment down below. So Scorpio season is going to be insane. You will see when I post the Scorpio season by sign video. It's insane, you guys. Mercury retrograde's coming as well on Halloween. I mean, it's insane. The individual horoscopes for each sign will also be coming out very soon, so get ready for that. And let's go ahead and jump into it. Alrighty, so we are going to start with pile number 1. So this is for those of you that picked this pile, which is pile number 1. So let's go ahead and see what's in store for you guys, pile number 1, this Scorpio season. Alrighty, so wow, okay, so first things first, we have the card Samaritan, and what this card says is refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. And then the shadow attributes of this card is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So pile number 1, so far it looks like you guys are definitely going to be tapping into your humanitarian skills, your good Samaritan skills in Scorpio season. You're definitely learning some lessons in November when it comes to basically helping people, when it comes to how you help people, you know, just basically like if you're being selfish, if you're not being selfish, like, and how to go about that. So let me create some room here so you guys can see these cards. So yeah, you're basically you're going through some lessons this Scorpio season when it comes to helping others, how you help others, if you get enjoyment out of helping others, and also some tests, it seems like, in are you helping others just to feel good about yourself, or are you doing it because you truly want to help others in some way? So this is very interesting. Refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So very interesting so far. The next card we have is Grand Cross, which is the Provoker. So definitely some challenging situations, it seems like, coming up in November for you guys so far, pile number 1, especially when it comes to dealing with other people, basically. There could be some people that you really want to ignore that are just provoking your buttons, and you're really being taught a lesson on how to deal with those types of people. Like, if you should ignore them, if you should, you know, just let them provoke you, how to stand up for yourself, all of that. But see, the thing is we also have Pisces, I believe, and so I really feel like this is testing your faith. Honestly, pile number 1, I feel like there's some people that are really testing your faith, and you're really being tested to see if you can live a life in which you actually preach. Like, if you can walk the talk, basically. Like, are you preaching things and then also doing those things, or are you just preaching things but not doing those things? Does your day-to-day life match up with basically the things that you believe and the things that you preach to other people and all of that? Now, the next card we have is Sacred Fool, and this card is all about being different. It's very Aquarian-like. It's very like being quirky, out of the box, embracing, like, just being different, embracing all the things that are different about you, and not letting people get to you. You know what I mean? I feel like you're really trying to come out of your shell in November, pile number 1, and people are going to provoke you. People are going to challenge you. People are going to, like, you're going to want to ignore people, but instead, you know, you really have to tap into your beliefs. And it's like, even when someone is provoking you, even when someone is like, you'd rather ignore someone, like, do you want to go all the way and like really just, you know, understand that they just don't have love in their lives and that they just need help too, and that they're doing it because of their own issues? You know what I mean? Basically, like, finding the love in the situation instead of like completely just, you know, ignoring them and all of that. So I feel like you're going to be in a situation where you have to help people that you would rather not help, where people may be making fun of you for how you truly come out of your shell, or you're really going through something where you have to believe in yourself. I feel like more than anything, like it's really about believing in yourself. It's really about believing in what you think and what you believe and how you dress and how you act. Just letting yourself completely come out of your shell and be the unique person that you are, pile number one. So the next card we have here is awareness. So this is all about the Magician and the regular Rider-Waite deck. So this is all about using your manifestation. This is really about using your resources, using the natural soul-given gifts that you were born with, and, you know, basically having hope, you know. And I feel like, and number 17 is basically the Star and the regular Rider-Waite deck. So I feel like you're healing, like you're really coming into some kind of awareness and healing and integration of things that have been bothering you, or things that happened in the past. Maybe you were bullied at some point, pile number one, or, you know, there's just people in your life that don't take you seriously, and it's really time to step it up. It's really time to believe in yourself. It's really time to take yourself seriously, but also like let yourself have fun and be a sacred fool. You know what I mean? Let yourself come out of your shell. Let yourself come out of your box. Believe in yourself. Use your natural born given gifts, talents. Stop looking at them as weird or whatever. This is also a very like psychic reading. I really feel like some of you guys with all this Pisces energy, the Star Aquarian energy here, like some of you guys are really tapped into the universe. Some of you guys have like natural born given gifts, and you know, you have these beliefs and you're naturally a nice person, but when people provoke you or don't take you seriously or don't believe you, you get really mad. And so you're really like, I feel like some of you have these gifts, but you don't use them to help other people. You just keep them to yourselves. So I feel like that's something that you guys also may be experiencing in November as well. The next card we have is blossoming. So pile number one, I feel like this month in November, you guys are seriously coming out of your shell. Like I've been saying, you guys are blossoming into the beautiful sacred fool, the weird sacred fool that you guys are meant to be, but it's beautiful. Like it's weird, but it's beautiful, and that's why it's beautiful. Like it's different, and you know, it's time to not give a shit about what anybody else says about you or what anybody else thinks about you, and to just completely blossom and come out of your shell and not let other people get to you, basically. So next we have some regular tarot cards. So we have the King of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Page of Pentacles, wow, and we have the Nine of Wands. So look at that. So basically, with the King of Swords and the Knight of Wands, I feel like some of you guys could be dealing with an air sign, or you could have air in your chart, or you could be dealing with a fire sign. Either way, you're going to face some kind of challenge in November where you are truly challenged to be yourself. You are truly challenged to stand up for yourself. And that's what this Nine of Wands is saying too. You're truly challenged to draw your boundaries, to draw your lines in the sand, to protect yourself in some way and not be scared about it, not be scared about who you are, and to also give back and help people. Like people that are picking on you, like they're hurting too, and so it's about looking at it from a different perspective. I also feel like pile number one, some of you guys could be traveling with the Knight of Wands here, or doing something with transportation. With the King of Swords, some of you guys could be dealing with something to do with technology or writing or legalities or something like that as well. And I also feel like with the Page of Pentacles here, you guys are learning your power. You guys are learning your truth with the King of Swords. Like you're learning your truth. You are learning like your skills, your crafts. Like this is a very crafty reading, like I was saying before, like with the Magician, basically. You know, with the Magician, the Star, you guys are learning a new skill or learning a new craft and really learning how to perfect it. I feel like something is definitely going to take off for you guys, and there may be some kind of challenge, like I was saying before, where you do have to figure out how to protect yourself, but still like be giving and be kind and be generous and not let yourself be affected by outside influences or what other people think too much, basically other people's opinions. So that is what I am getting here for you so far. Pile number one, your last card is New Moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. So we had a new moon in Libra at the end of September. So some of you guys could have met someone around that time, or you could be meeting someone in Scorpio season. I feel like some of you guys maybe even reconciling with the star here with someone that really provoked you in the past. And I'm not exactly sure if it's a good or a bad thing yet. I feel like if it does end up happening, you're definitely gonna have to know where to draw the line. You're definitely gonna have to know your boundaries, and not be like delusional about it. But with the King of Swords here, I feel like you are being very realistic about the situation. So I don't think it's too bad, honestly. Like, I broke up and got back together, like, with my significant other, like with him, like during a Mercury and a Venus retrograde. So it can happen. It can totally happen. So, I mean, obviously you want to make sure the relationship wasn't like super unhealthy or toxic to begin with, because it may not work if that's the case. But for some of you, I feel like you're going to meet someone, or this is some kind of reconciliation that's coming to you in October. This could also be some kind of like choice that you have to make in October, some kind of big decision that you have to make in October, November. Why do I keep saying October? Because of Libra. This could definitely be some kind of choice that you have to make, that you're kind of being pushed into making for whatever reason. So I would definitely pay attention to that as well. But basically, that is what I'm getting for you guys for the month of November and Scorpio season, pile number 1. So hopefully this ends up resonating. Let me know down in the comments below if it does, and let me know what you guys thought about this reading. And yeah, let's move on to pile number 2. What is going on? Pile number 2. This is for those of you that picked this pile. So let's go ahead and see what is going on with you guys for this coming month of November and Scorpio season. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Okay, so right away, oh wow, okay, so right away the first card we have is Female Fatale. So the light attribute says highlights an erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So shadow attributes: inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. So honestly, pile number 2, I feel like you guys are getting in touch with your sexuality like big time in Scorpio season. Wow, the lighting just went crazy for a minute. I feel like you guys are getting in touch with your sexuality big time in Scorpio season, your sexual power, which is what Scorpio season is basically all about. So this is a super, super amazing thing for you guys. So I think this is a good thing. I really feel like you're getting in touch with some kind of suppressed sexual energy, honestly, because the next card we have is Void, of course, Moon, missing. So I feel like some of you guys have been like basically not able to access this part of you for a long time. And I know sexuality has been something big that's been coming up like in a lot of people's lives recently, and we're actually going over it in my online course in November. So like, yeah, I mean, this is big. We also have Yod, which stands for destiny. So I feel like pile number 2, you guys are tapping into your power. Like, you guys are tapping into your divine feminine energy, your sexuality, your darkness, but it's in like a beautiful way, and it's part of your destiny. It's going to like literally open doors for you. It's going to literally like, it's your higher calling basically. Like, it's whatever happens in November for you guys, pile number 2, it's really important because it's leading you on your path to your destiny. So that's amazing. The next card we have is Receiving. So like I was just saying, this is some kind of like opportunity. This is something that you're receiving, something that I feel like you've been doing a lot of work on to like basically help get out of you, like whether it's with your sexuality, your femininity, your feminine qualities, whether you're a man or female, basically your power, your self-esteem, your confidence. And I feel like something is going to happen in Scorpio season for you guys where you're really going to, like, doors are really going to open up for you. You're really going to receive something that is pushing you to your destiny. So, and I really feel like maybe you've been like kind of lost for a little bit, pile number 2, and now like you're basically found. So because the next card we then have is Accelerated Motion. So whatever is coming in Scorpio season for you guys is coming in fast, baby. So get prepared. This is normally the 8 of Wands. So some of you guys could be traveling, but either way, like, you are just literally getting thrusted forward into your destiny, into your path. Like, just, it's honestly amazing, pile number 2. Like, this is such a good reading so far. So anyways, the next card we have is Throat Chakra. So This is all about getting honest with yourself, all about speaking your truth, all about finding your voice, all of that, which it does look like you're doing. So you may be like basically finding your power, finding your sexuality through speaking up or through being honest with yourself about something. Something along those lines. But either way, like you're finding your voice, you're finding your power, you're getting thrusted into your destiny, you're receiving something. Like this is possibly some opportunity coming in for you guys. And it may be coming in through communication or something, or through written or verbal communication. You're reflecting. You know, I feel like this Mercury retrograde that's happening in Scorpio season is really going to help you guys reflect on, you know, your shadow work, your sexuality, your darkness, your confidence, your power, your feminine energy, the things that you've been keeping down are finally going to come out. You're finally going to see the payoff and the reward. And the next card we have is nourishment. So I feel like your body, just in general, like you are receiving nourishment. You are being nourished. You are being refreshed. You are being just... You're growing basically in Scorpio season. Like you are coming alive in Scorpio season, pile number 2. So this is amazing. I feel like some of you guys may have been in a situation recently where your soul, like you weren't feeling nourished. Like your soul wasn't feeling nourished. Your sex life wasn't feeling nourished in some way, or your power, or just yourself. Like you just weren't taking time for yourself. You weren't being honest with yourself about things, and you weren't speaking up about things. And I feel like in Scorpio season, that's definitely going to turn around for you guys. It's going to like literally completely change, and you're going to speak up, and it's going to like throw things into motion for you. And then you're going to start receiving. Like I feel like some of you guys could have been blocked for a while, but in Scorpio season, it's like, boom, I'm out, we're done. Like the block is done, and you're just like zooming forward. So anyways, now we have some tarot cards. So we have the 4 of Pentacles coming up here. Oh, and look at that. We have the Devil coming up here. So this is all about power once again, right here. This is all about power. This could also be some kind of attachment, someone attached to you or you attaching to someone else. And I feel like you're finally kind of seeing that. You're finally kind of seeing where you need to release the things that you need to let go of, the things that are blocking you in order to move forward, in order to nourish your soul, because we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. And so this is like a gift from the universe, literally. Now, this could be something in your past. I feel like for some of you, the block has something to do with something that happened in your past or in your childhood that you haven't been able to let go of, or that you haven't been able to surrender. It definitely could have to do with your sexuality or just your power or speaking up in general. And so that's why you've been scared basically. But now it's like this in Scorpio season, you really start rising, you really start finding your power, you really start coming out of your shell, you really are able to reflect on your life, you are really able to start receiving the gifts from the universe and really starting to build your life, your legacy, your future, and just move towards your destiny. And it's just like, this reading is so powerful, it's so amazing, you guys. Okay, so the next card we have and the last card we have is the full moon in Cancer, or I'm sorry, new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So this is amazing. Some of you guys could also be dealing with family, with the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups here and this Cancer card. Some of you guys may need to speak up when it comes to something to do with your family, something to do with your household, your home, your job, something along those lines. But I feel like you are starting to get comfortable. You are starting to feel safe with yourself, with your sexuality, with just your family. You're starting to open up maybe with your family, or things are changing with your family. You're either speaking up and owning your power and not letting them walk all over you, or you're mending things with them somehow. There's some kind of new beginning with family or home here happening. Some of you guys could be moving or traveling, like I said before. So that is basically what I am seeing for you guys, pile number 2. This was an amazing reading. Hopefully it resonated resonated with you guys, definitely let me know down below, because I'm a nosy bitch and I would love to know what you guys thought of this reading. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys are liking the pick a card readings. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel, that way and that the notifications are set to all, that way you get notified. I've been posting a lot more readings here lately, so definitely keep up with me. And yeah, let's move on to pile number 3. What is going on, pile number 3? This is for those of you that picked this pile, which is pile number 3. So let's go ahead and see what is going on with you guys for the month of November, aka Scorpio season. So okay, wow. So the first card we have here is Avenger, and this talks about desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. The shadow attribute is resorting to violence in the name of a cause. So, okay, so pile number 3. There could be something big time going on in Scorpio season for you guys, where you guys are seeking revenge, seeking justice, seeking to balance the scale, seeking to even something out. And this is like huge. Oh my God. This is like really big, because the next card we have is 7th house, which is Libra energy and is all about justice and balancing the scales and partners. Some of you guys could feel like you want to get revenge, or you want to take karma into your own hands with a partner, or just with a group, or just someone in general, just anything in general. Like there's something here that you want to fight for, that you want to avenge. And this Scorpio new moon, let me tell you, I know I haven't posted the actual astrology Scorpio season video yet, but I promise it's coming. But this Scorpio new moon, heads up, is going to be very much so about this type of energy, and you want to be careful. And this is big, because the next card we have is Revolution, which is the solar eclipse card. So you guys, pile number 3, are like looking to change some shit up. Like you are looking to shake some things up, to like literally avenge someone or something, and just you're looking for justice in some kind of way. You're looking to even things out. You're looking for karma, like, and it could get violent and it could get chaotic. So you want to be careful, pile number 3. Seriously, because this Scorpio new moon, like, it's not playing around. Like, yes, it's going to make us feel like we want to cause chaos or shake things up or take some kind of crazy risk, but the astrology is telling me that that's not a good idea at all, at all, that it would actually even possibly be dangerous to do. So just be careful. The next card we have is Relax the Hold of Darkness and Be at Cause. So I really feel like, you guys, pile number 3, it's really important for you guys to take things slow, to literally, like, you can be at cause without, you know, feeling the darkness and acting on the darkness, basically, right? Like you can be at cause without taking things into your own hands, or without taking some kind of crazy risk that could end up going horribly wrong. So just please remember this, for those of you that picked this pile. Like, you may not be in this mood right now, but as we get closer to the Scorpio new moon, which is on October 27th, depending where you are in the world, you may start feeling this way. And you're definitely transitioning, like you're definitely on your way to a new perception, a new dimension, a portal of some sort. That's what this card is all about. So you just have to be a little bit more patient though, because the next card we have is Patience. And this is all about temperance energy, so which is also about balancing things out. It's about looking at the bigger picture. It is about taking the higher road, you know what I mean? Finding the middle ground and not letting yourself get caught up in the moment and caught up in this, like, I need to avenge this, I need to take this into my own hands, or getting destructive or just chaotic about it, basically. So just please be patient, please be careful. And if you do that, I feel like your wishes are going to be fulfilled, because the next card we have is Wishes Fulfilled, which is amazing. Pile number 3. So just hang in there. Don't let yourself get too caught off guard at first, you know. Don't let yourself completely fall off, you know. I feel like this is the 9 of Cups in the regular Rider-Waite Tarot. So you will be fine. Like, you will be fine. You will get your wishes fulfilled. They just won't be in the way that you first feel like you need to do them, right? They won't be in the way that you think it will be. If you are patient, if you're not, then I feel like this may not happen at all. So just please be patient, you guys, and surrender to the process. The next card we have is Surrender. So this is, once again, you know, relax the hold of the darkness and be at cause. You can be at cause in other ways and just surrender, like let go of whatever it is that you're fighting or fighting against. It's okay to have a cause. It's okay to have a purpose, but you don't have to like fight or be dramatic or get crazy or chaotic or do something that could possibly be dangerous to get there. You know what I mean? Or take some crazy risk that could end up backfiring horribly to get there. So it's really important that you guys have patience, that you guys surrender in Scorpio season, or else it's just going to be insane. So then we have some tarot cards here. So the first card we have is the Ace of Wands. So definitely there's a cause, there's a perfect purpose, there's some action that you guys want to take, there's some definite like momentum that you guys want to move forward with. Then we have the Star. So yes, you guys do have a purpose. You guys do have a wish. You guys are trying to fulfill something. It's so evident, but you need to be careful in the way that you go about it, because then we have the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords. If you go about it in a very unfair, unbalanced way, if you go about it in a way where it's going to cost you something, it's going to cost someone else something, it could harm other people, like it's going to harm you as well, and no one is going to win this situation if you do that. So keep this in mind, okay? Pile number 3, like don't get too carried away to where you're willing to do something that is going to be completely unfair on all sides. It could harm someone else, it could harm yourself. Like really try to do this in a very hopeful, light way. I know you guys want to take action. I know you guys have this purpose that you want to fulfill, have this cause, have this dream, and it will be fulfilled if you can go about it in a different way, because the last card you have is adjustments are required. So if you can make adjustments, if you can be patient, if you cannot fight, if you cannot get all riled and worked up, if you can do it in a fair, calm way where it's finding like the middle ground, like that Temperance card, basically, it will work out to your benefit, and it will work out a lot better than it would if you try to do it like this. I mean, look at that. That does not look fun. It does not look good, and you do not want to end up in that energy. So basically, that is what I'm getting for you guys. Pile number 3, that was like a really specific reading. So hopefully you guys end up relating to it. If you don't relate to it right this second, please just keep this in your mind. So when the Scorpio new moon does come and we do start getting into Scorpio season, if you do start feeling this way, you will know why and you will know how to deal with it, because I don't want you guys to end up in this energy. It just does not look fun, right? And I mean, you'll learn something from it either way, but this Scorpio new moon is crazy. I mean, it could literally be dangerous, and this kind of like Avenger card worries me a little bit. I mean, the shadow attributes are resorting to violence in the name of a cause. You know what I mean? And that is exactly what I see in these tarot cards. So, and the Five of Swords is winning something, but you also lose something to win something. So it's almost like not even a fair fight. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, pile number 3. Thank you guys so much for watching this reading. Please comment down below and let me know what you thought. It helps me out so much. Please give this video a thumbs up. That helps me out so much as well, especially if you guys want to see more readings, if you want to see these kind of readings coming along more and more. And yeah, I love you guys. And let's move on to pile number 4. What is going on, pile number 4? This is for those of you that picked this pile, which is pile number 4. Thank you guys so much for watching this reading and supporting my channel. I truly, truly appreciate it. So let's see what's going on with you guys for the month of November, aka Scorpio season. Pile number 4. Okay, wow. So this is insane so far. So, okay, the first card that we have here is the Father card. So it says light attribute, and this can be for girl or female. I'll explain it in a second, but it says, I'm sorry, girl, female or male. I'll explain it in a second. The light attributes are talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So, and then the shadow attributes are dictatorial, control, I can't say this word, dictatorial control, abuse of authority. So it seems to me, pile number 4, a lot of this has to do with power. It could also have to do with something to do with your father and your childhood. So, or just your father in general, or your baby's dad, or, you know, something along those lines, maybe even just a masculine figure or a fatherly figure. So it seems to me that November, something with this is going to come up. as well, or just something to do with owning your own authority. Maybe as a child, your father was very strict or authoritative or just wasn't in the picture or something. And so this month, your shadow from whatever happened in your childhood with your father is coming to the surface, and you're going to be able to see the truth. Because the next card we have is the water element, which is sensing. So I feel like some of you guys are dealing with some emotions, some emotional conflict to do with your father, or to do with an authority figure, a fatherly figure, or your authority in general, your power in general, respect, things like that. Because the next card we have is Aries, I am. So I feel like pile number 4, this is kind of weird, but I feel like you guys are getting a sense of who you are in Scorpio season based off of your father. So maybe you always thought like you weren't like your father, or you're not sure how your father impacted you, but it's huge. And I really feel like something to do with your childhood or your father, or just your sense of authority or a fatherly figure, even a grandfather, like is really giving you a sense of who you are, basically. Also, some of you guys could be expecting or find out that you're pregnant or something along those lines. This could definitely have to do with children, since we have Aries energy here and water energy here and the father here. So that could definitely be that could definitely be the case too. I also am getting listening for truth. So I feel like those of you that are resonating with the whole father thing, resonating with your sense of authority, with your childhood, with who you are as a person, or finding your power, your sense of authority, or how your work ethic or whatever, or just figuring out what qualities and traits you have because of your father, because of your childhood, you're really going to have to like pay attention to these things. You're really going to be listening for truth in the month of November and in Scorpio season. So it's really important to listen to your emotions. Maybe you have anger issues because of your father or because of your childhood, or maybe your emotion, like you suppress your emotions, or maybe you don't exert yourself because of your childhood in some way. And so it's really important to listen to yourself, listen to your emotions, watch your reactions, to really figure out the truth of what's going on with you and why your father or your childhood or this fatherly figure or whatever, your sense of power and authority affects you and how it affects you. So the next card we have is Love Begins. So this is normally the Ace of Cups. So I feel like this is very healing. It's going to be a very healing month for some of you guys for Scorpio season in November. I feel like a lot of you guys are getting in touch with who you really are deep down, and how your parents shaped you and how your childhood shaped you into who you are now, and how that shapes your emotions, how you feel about yourself, your belief about yourself, your core truth. Like you're really sensing your core truth of who you are deep down, and you're learning to love yourself, appreciate yourself, accept yourself. Now with this card as well, I'm also still picking up on the whole child thing. So some of you could be trying to get pregnant or trying to have a child or something along those lines. I feel like some of you could be I feel like some of you are finding your self-worth as well, honestly. So let's see. The next card we have is Power. So once again, like this really goes into what I was saying before with your power, your authority figure, how you respect yourself, all of that, your power within, your courage, your self-assertion. This is really starting to find your strength, your confidence, your like just all of that, your loyalty, who you are. I feel like for some of you, maybe you haven't had the best experience with men or loyalty with men in some way, or some of you are afraid to be powerless in some way, or some of you have attracted relationships that have kind of made you powerless in some way. And so you're learning through Scorpio season where that started and how it may have started with your father or just a fatherly figure in general, or in your childhood in general. And you're learning how to stand up for yourself. You're learning your power, you're learning your confidence, and etc. Next, we have Creation, which is beautiful. So this also goes along with what I was saying about the whole child thing. If you resonate with that, if you resonate with that part of it, if not, then once again, you are creating this like just beautiful, like you're creating a sense of power for yourself. Like it's already been there, but it's like a new creation of yourself is beginning. A new creation of love for yourself is beginning. Like, you could be feeling really inspired, really creative, especially with the whole water element and creation. Like, some of you guys could be creating something new in Scorpio season and just really imaginative or artistic, or just really getting into some kind of new creative hobby or project, which is really, really awesome. So next we have tarot cards. So we have the 10 of Wands. So working very hard, carrying a burden for a long, long time. I feel like it's probably from your childhood, because we then have the the 5 of Cups. So I feel like some of you guys have been carrying around something that you've missed, or something that you feel guilty of or shameful about, or just some kind of disappointment for a really, really long time. And you're finally kind of letting it go in Scorpio season. You're kind of surrendering, you're kind of dealing with it, you're kind of letting yourself feel it, accept it, and letting it pass through you, which is amazing. Because then we have the Page of Swords. So you're figuring out the truth, you're understanding the truth, you're coming to new realizations, you're learning new things about yourself, which is amazing. This could also be some kind of project, like we were saying before, some kind of message coming in that you receive. And yeah, so that is what I'm getting so far. And also we have the Hangman. So like I said, surrender, seeing a new perspective, looking at things from a different angle, seeing, like, understanding a new side of things, understanding and learning something new, and just really surrendering. This is also really, really good for creative energy. Like I was saying before, some of you guys are definitely creating something new out of this, like, burden that you've been carrying for a really long time. So even if you start off your month kind of looking at the 2 cups that knocked over instead of the 3 cups that you still have, that's going to change. Like, you're going to start looking at it in a completely different way. You're going to quit fighting. You're going to accept it. You're going to have a new perception, a new outlook. Like, literally, you're going to surrender, and just sacrifice, like, all that energy that you've been carrying that just isn't a part of who you are. Aries, I am, right? It's just not a part of who you are. So so then we have full moon in Taurus, which we do have in Scorpio season. It says your dreams need a practical plan. So like I said, creation energy. So pile number 4, you guys could be creating something that's going to bring you in some coin. Like, seriously, this is some kind of new creation that I feel like is going to be very good for you. I feel like it's going to bring you in some money possibly, and it's really going to help you out in some way. And I feel like it's also going to help you find your confidence, your power, all of that. It's also going to help you find your truth, which is also so amazing. Pile number 4. So I feel like you guys are going to be working and planning this Scorpio season for just this new you. You know what I mean? Like, you're being reborn almost, and it's like so awesome. So that is what I'm getting for you guys, pile number 4. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. I really hope so. It was a really good reading. Definitely let me know down below if you resonated, and if you end up liking, if you like these videos, all of these new readings that I'm doing and how often I'm doing them, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below and let me know. That way I'll keep doing them and stuff. And so yeah, I will see you guys in the zodiac sign Scorpio season horoscope videos. I love you. Bye.